Good morning. Welcome to yet another edition of Anviti Connect. And in these virtual conversations, we are speaking to our leaders, talking to them and asking them about the various aspects around the new normal. What does this entail and what happens next? Today with us, we have in conversation Vinay Kumar, President and Head, Multinational Client Business. Hi, Vinay. Welcome and good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Shreya.
Vinay, I'll quickly jump right in and I'm going to ask you, for starters, since the multinational client business functions the way it does, and now because of the impairment of various segments and pillars around it, tell us what the future of MNCs look like, given that the pandemic has brought forth so many challenges, and what role does insurance and risk play here?
Yeah, thank you, Shreya. So, first of all, a little quick roundup of what an MNC faces, because an MNC, by its very structure, is a very complicated operation. They are spread in multiple countries where there are a lot of challenges from regulations, differences in insurance, difference in culture, and various other things. So, added to that, now we have a new factor that came in called COVID, which threw everything into confusion. Now, every country responded to COVID very differently, and multinationals were in the front line who got hit severely with these changes, which were very rapid. To give you a few examples, for example, there is a case of road transit happening for cargo on a daily basis. And suddenly, because of lockdown at various checkpoints, this cargo was lying exposed in the open, and insurance policies had a lot of ambiguity on the coverage. Similarly, when a lockdown happened, there were offices which had to be kept closed, but insurance policies had clauses which said that if you are closed for more than 30 days, your policy is void. So there were so many different challenges that MNC companies faced, and this has made them realize that there is a need to focus on how do we protect ourselves in such circumstances when our office is in a zone where there are too many restrictions happening. Uh, Insurance is very complex again because regulations are there in every country. You probably cannot, therefore, tailor your policy to take care of every requirement. So the use of an international broker who understands how an international company operates became very critical. And more companies will now start looking at how do I structure my policy so that I can take care of such differences when they happen in another country, at least in my parent company, from my parent company, so that I can have some respite from such incidences. So this is the path that MNC companies will start taking from now on, because without insurance they cannot operate. But this is not to say that everything is very good in another country which is far advanced in insurance, because even there are so many restrictions being applied on COVID, specifically now, for the simple fact that insurers do not have enough capital to put into the market to support COVID related claims. So COVID as a rule is becoming accepted, an exemption under all policies, an exclusion under all policies. And so the way forward will be either through some governmental help coming in, or structuring of pools. What we call insurance will structure pools where people pool in their money to pay claims. So there is so many different thoughts that are evolving. We are in a evolutionary phase. The future looks difficult to manage COVID without governmental support.
Right. Thank you so much, Vinay, for drawing the parallels between risk, between the current scenario and what the assistance or necessities that are needed to go forward. Now, my next question is more in terms of, again, COVID, which has exposed a lack of proper coverage for businesses in the face of such catastrophes, and you briefly addressed them. Though there is a demand for the insurance products to cover the pandemics, what do you think are the products that could come into the fore, and how do you think that these products will fare in the scenario we're in right now?
So, Shreya, for every type of risk, there is a different product, and each product has got its own impact due to COVID. For example, if you have a property risk, then you have properties which are kept locked down, so it is not working, not functional, people are affected, business is affected. You have liability risk where there could be challenges where claims can arise saying my employees were forced to come to office and so they got COVID, they got affected. That is a type of risk that can happen in liability. You can have cyber liability because people are working from homes. Suddenly, the internet is not as secure as it was. So you can have cyber liability coming. And then you have the medical and health insurance, where suddenly COVID has become frightfully expensive to treat. So companies are at risk and they need to therefore have COVID related policies with better coverage, taking into consideration the PPE kits and all that which are supplied. So it's not just in one sphere, but if you take every kind of risk in a company while it's in operation, there is a COVID related risk which is arising.
Thanks, Vinay, for throwing some light on the context of the various kinds of risks that are arising. Now, in a context of an MNC in India and the operations here, what do you think are some of the things that they need to consider to go ahead? And what are the things that they can do to either mitigate or manage the risks that they're exposed to right now?
See, fundamentally, there won't be any difference between a multinational company or a Indian company, the way they face risks in India. The risks are going to be more or less related and almost the same. The only advantage the multinationals will have is some better protection coming in from their global programs structured in their global headquarters. To that extent, they will have an advantage. But primarily now, companies cannot depend entirely on insurance. They will have to now look for how to manage their risks from a risk management angle, which very often companies tend to neglect. So you have to plan, how do I store my goods for a longer period? Do I ensure that there are reputed carriers carrying my cargo? What is the protection I can do to increase the coverage for my workmen? Can I rely entirely on insurance? Do I need to create a fund to support them when there are claims around COVID? So each company will have to turn to risk management now in a greater way and see how to protect their risk. It's no more just a finance function, it's becoming a integrated function for the organization. They will have to put their heads together, create funds to take care of contingencies. Not everything will come from insurance.
Right. So that brings me to the question of then the role of a risk consultant or a broker, and how does that look like in the current scenario, especially when companies are perhaps dealing with things and areas that they already don't have the wherewithal to understand or implement?
Yeah, you've raised a very pertinent question. The broker has become a very critical person for the companies now to function. And they have to be mindful that they choose a broker who has got the skills, the knowledge, and the teams to support them with risk management. So that is where they have to be make a good choice of using the brokers. And from the broker side, the wide experience that brokers have across different industries, the accumulated years of knowledge that they have from serving such people through risk management will be helpful for the companies to tap into. And for a MNC broker, it's even greater because we have resources outside the country who have got more access to knowledge and experience, which can be tapped for the benefit of local customers, especially around risk management, because risk was always a high factor everywhere in the West, in advanced countries, whereas in India it was not given so much prominence until there's a claim and then people are worried and did I take care of my risk? So focus on risk management using the right broker who has got all the right risk management and knowledge skills will be of utmost importance to corporate.
Thank you so much, Vinay. I think I covered the aspects that I wanted to clarify in context of risk and MNCs and the role of the broker and the complex sort of scenario that we're in right now. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. And also thank you for the articles that you've been penning, which is all available on our website. So if you want to check out more content on these areas, there are a couple of pieces that Vinay has authored as well, which is available on our blog. So do go look at them. Thank you so much, Vinay, for joining us in this edition of Anviti Virtual Connect.
Thank you, Shreya. My pleasure.